gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Untitled Sickos Project, the podcast that's been nominated for a 300-foot restraining order from Kurt Benkert. I'm Car Sausage, and I'm currently on a watch list. Who are you people?
I
I'm
am
Aiden.
the master.
I'm Aiden, and I get fucking at California drivers.
Why is that, Aiden? Please explain to us why you hate California drivers.
They don't know how to fucking drive. It's like they're on Formula One and they're big man against this. It's like they're fucking Mazepin or something.
The first two.
Yeah. And
Every
I can
question.
also confirm, when it comes to California drivers, all I can say here in Vegas is, welcome to the club.
A question: are all the California drivers like dickheads and fucking Jeeps?
No, Teslas.
Fucking Tesla. I hate
Anywho, Aiden, would you like to explain to the class why California drivers fucked you over recently?
Okay, so just earlier, some dickhead did use his third signal that he fucking brake checked me. I should learn to, I should learn to be more patient. These California drivers make me act like goddamn first stopping or something. Jesus.
Honestly, you should have just hit the domain expansion on them. Just pull out in the car. Just pull out in the car and name your right-hand domain expansion, and then just clock them across the face.
Anyway,
Malevolent bill thinker.
Anywho, welcome to the Untitled Sickos Project. I'm Bears fan. I can't stop getting into Twitter beef with former NFL quarterbacks. And I'm just gonna say this now. Kurt Benkert, number your fucking days. You're next, buddy.
Pagan, you don't need to pick fights with Kirk Benkirk.
It's
Yes,
Kurt
I do.
Benkert, God damn
Because
it!
I got into a fight with JT O'Sullivan today, and I don't care. My gimmick has expanded. I am now the guy who yells at backup quarterback.
And my Marquise!
I mean, to be fair, yelling at backup quarterbacks is completely based.
What was that, Aiden?
Did you tell JT O'Sullivan you're friends with a Niner fan and he had some choice words?
No. JT O'Sullivan's just upset that his Justin Fields cash cow has left Chicago. So he's decided to resorting to saying DJ Moore isn't a number one wide receiver, which is just objectively false, and everybody clowned on him for it.
Listen, if DJ Moore, let me just make this claim real quick before I say something. If DJ Moore isn't a wide receiver one, then well over half the league, half of the teams in the league, and probably even more, do not have a wide receiver one in that case. That is just, I understand he's made so much from, talking about the Bears in the past year, but come on, man, if you're gonna be this persona, and honestly a really good content maker, I will say that, if you're gonna be this, at the very least, don't be trying to make narratives out of nothing. Don't be trying to be like a freaking talking head here. We don't want talking heads here. We just want people who are saying facts, and simply put, DJ Moore not being a number one wide receiver is some clown shit.
Not to mention, too, he also said Keenan Allen isn't a number one wide receiver either. And that if the Bears drafted Rome Odunze, they still wouldn't have a number one wide receiver. So, therefore, I'm going to say this now. JT O'Sullivan, fuck you. You don't know shit about fucking football anymore.
Well, let's dial the swearing. Call out the man
bad.
without swearing.
JT O'Sullivan, you do not know football. just because you played quarterback in the league does not mean you know everything in and out. And third of all, take a page from literally every other backup quarterback's book, and when you're getting clowned on, shut up.
Yeah, all I can
Anywho,
say,
JT Sullivan,
top it off.
all I can say is JT O'Sullivan, CMC is a better quarterback than you. CMC is a better quarterback than you.
What I'm gonna say is
Terrell
with
Pryor's a better
Sullivan-
quarterback than him.
I'm just gonna say with Sullivan, like, dude, go eat some sugar honey iced tea and you'll feel better. Let me tell you. And
Honestly,
yes, I wanted to say that. I just wanted to say it for the fact that we're trying to avoid swearing here, and I found a unique way to do it.
honestly,
True.
though, some really hot tea and some creamer and honey. Let me tell you something. After screaming your head off at a football game, that feels like so gosh darn diddly darn relaxing. Like
Yeah.
holy
Speaking
cow.
Anyways,
Like-
hold on. Anyways, I am Nick Mann, and I have two things to say. Number one, I am not Josh McCown, and number two, I am not related to Sam Darnold.
Very true. I want to add something because this is I'm getting two sides of the different coin of people that are just the most annoying things on the planet. Last
me and
off
Nick.
season, I got non-stop arrogance from the Bears fan base. That's the last off season. I had to deal with that. I hated that. This off season, I'm getting insufferability that the Bears shouldn't take Caleb Williams, and that Caleb Williams should say, I want to get traded. Caleb Williams should not want to be in Chicago. Caleb Williams doesn't want to do X and Y. Caleb Williams doesn't want to do this and that. Please stop, because last year, Bears fans ate shit week 1. Do you know what's going to happen? You do know that the Bears are on the doorstep of going 16-1 this year because of pure and utter arrogance from anyone that's not a Bears fan right now.
I want to say the reaction. I saw the Pat McAfee show, and I just loved Ryan Poles' reaction when he was asked about what RG3 had to say about, like, you know, the Bears and Caleb Williams, and how RG3 basically got roasted for saying how RG3 should pull an Eli Manning, and he was literally just didn't even try, like, he literally failed so hard at justifying his argument to the fact where it's like literally even people who don't like the Bears, even people who clowned on the fan base last year, were clowning on RG3 here, which is like, dude, like what are you setting yourself up here for?
Mm-hmm. Like, the thing that I want people to just to realize, like, take a step back, right? Because both sides of the opposite sides of the coin here are bickering and are being incredibly insufferable from a fan perspective. How about we just, let's just chill the F out. Let's see what happens. And the common sense things is that Justin Fields should want to be in Chicago. Oh my goodness. Like, this offense,
Williams.
You're telling me that a potential top 5 tight end in Cole Kmet doesn't excite you. Tight ends are a rookie quarterback's best friend.
Thank you.
Like, do people not know that Cole Kmet is in this league? And he is a top 5 potential, Tegan, hold on. Potential top 5 tight end. That's his potential. He is really good, and you aren't telling me a rookie quarterback doesn't want that? And you're telling me that nobody wants to play with wide receivers like Keenan Allen and DJ Moore? Are you...
Thank you.
And it's not like the Bears can draft a wide receiver in the 3rd round that could be productive? Not to mention the Bears have a very good defense already. Right? Do you know what Caleb Williams didn't have? A good defense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Luke, for acknowledging Cole Kmet. You have no idea. You do not know how many, like, people on the internet just want to say stuff like Cole Kmet isn't top 10, even though he's been one of the most productive tight ends to come out and is the only tight end since 2020 to get better every single year and not falter at all.
Hey, and you know who else? You know who else Caleb Williams has to look forward to?
Well, Brewers just walked off the Mariners.
Yes!
Munoz pitched 4 walks, and the Brewers won.
Anyway, you know who else the Bears have for Caleb Williams to look forward to?
Ooh.
Kari effing Blasingame, bro.
But it's true.
Like, not to mention,
100%.
right?
Y'all, well, that's
The
for people
Bears could trade their first round pick and get a really quality offensive lineman, and you're not going to tell me that Darnell Wright, and another top offensive lineman in this draft class doesn't excite to protect you, doesn't excite you. Not to mention, the Bears will have 2 second-round picks. You're telling me that?
No, the Bears don't have 2 second-round picks.
Next year.
Oh, next year.
Yeah, personally, if I'm Ryan Poles, I'd rather trade down because...
Oh, I know.
Other than,
100%.
You either take the best or you trade down.
Yeah, other than, the first and the ninth, from what I'm reading, the Bears don't actually have that much draft capital to work with this year.
But
No,
they
you
got
wanna know what's
two.
funny?
They got 2 very high quality picks that could really set themselves up for like 2 potential Hall of Famers going forward.
You want to know something I've heard from the grapevine too? Chicago could trade with the Chargers up to 5 to get
Joe Alt.
to get Marvin Harrison Jr. if the Cardinals trade out with the Vikings to get JJ McCarthy.
That would be interesting.
JJ. Ugh.
I know. I'm not excited about JJ McCarthy either. But anyways,
He gives Will Levis too much.
Anyways, I
Mac
think
Jones,
it's
but
time.
It's time.
I enjoyed the Bears talk, but it's time to get back on track here.
True,
Now-
true.
Yeah, come on,
First
guys.
week of the UFL, gentlemen,
Yeah,
has taken place.
it sure has.
First game, we're just gonna get to the most exciting thing. Spencer.
Yeah, I can celebrate that I went to a UFL game.
Well, not only that, right? I just like you're in a professional football stadium.
Yeah.
Like seat wise, what you were like 5 rows up, 5, 6 rows up.
I was actually like 16 rows up, but
16 rows up, but
the
like...
neat thing about Ford Field is that it actually isn't too far. Like it doesn't go like up and up and up like a lot of modern stadiums. It has a much more gentle incline. But yeah, it really felt like I was on the action as far as the game goes. Yeah, and it was pretty cool. Obviously, I was there for my guy Jake Sutherland, who I've known, who has been a family friend as far as I know. And I actually got to meet him before the game on the sideline, and thanks a lot, Jake Sutherland's dad, for getting me down there, and got to take a party bus down there, which it was pretty cool, except they kept playing a whole bunch of terrible bro country. Like, no offense, but
Kid Rock, baby.
Detroit till I die, mother.
Fuck.
Hey, you can't get on me for that.
I know.
All right, everyone.
That's
All
not
right,
my
everyone. Put a tip in the Nick Man swear jar. Put a tip in the Nick Man swear jar.
But yeah, it was actually pretty cool to see that game really, really up close and personal. I have a few notes that I took mentally as far as stuff like the game and also the atmosphere of the arena. But thing number one, AJ McCarron just did not utilize all of his looks. Like he did his first read, and if it wasn't there, he either scrambled or just took the sack, which that's not good.
I really felt like he just didn't. He needed like an extra. It felt like he really just needed like an extra second or two in the pocket. You know, like
Maybe I'm just biased and
could
just,
be a bias, but like it
yeah,
felt
I'm
like
just glazing my best friend. But like there were a few times where Jake was just wide open and McCarron didn't see him at all. Like and the same thing could be argued for Hakeem Butler.
Yeah, I mean, it felt. I didn't think he had enough time to really try to process his reads enough. I felt like their defense was really getting to him frequently because that's something that.
Yeah, obviously credit to the Panthers' deep pass rush. You know that they really knew how to blitz the hell out of McCarron. I can say hell, right?
Yeah, but what I will say,
Yeah.
it felt like what shades of what I saw from the Battlehawks last year. It's when they really had to get going, when you force them to actually move the ball, because it's either that or you automatically lose the game. They really were able to push the ball once McCarron was like. It felt like once he was more in control of his own game, he was able to really push the ball and put points on the board at the end of it.
Yeah, it really reminded me of like all those memes about Eli Manning, just being a not so good quarterback until the 2-minute warning.
Yeah. And
yeah.
it happens. It happens, you know.
And obviously a little bit more Sutherland appreciation, but bro got like 7 points. Of course I'm gonna give it up for him, duh. And as far as I can't even be mad at the way they lost because the other Jake just had that good of a game. Hadn't kicked since high school, manages to get 264-yarders in a row. Like, how?
To kind of cut you off here a little bit, because I do feel like I need to say this. Me and Luke were watching the game with JJ, one of our friends, and Spencer's friend as well. And Luke, I will allow you to get back at me. So let's recreate the conversation real quick. There's no way he hits a 64-yarder.
You never know. I mean, if you're able to hit one of these field goals, NFL scouts are gonna be knocking at your door.
He's not gonna hit it though, Luke.
Dude, you don't know. It could happen. It's you never know, right? All you have to do is if you get it in realistic range, like say if it's just a 50, 54, 55-yard field goal.
For the love of God, miss!
You know, you never know, right? And even then, I said, I liked how you even put it, like, in the group chat where I said, like, at the end, like, I was like, I'm going to be a little snide, little cheeky little evil villain, right? And then, everyone's like, nope, didn't happen. I was like, oh, crap, he must have missed a 64-yard field goal, because I'm pretty sure we're watching on I think Sin was showing it with his, he's streaming the game for us, like, oh crap, since we're streaming, we're like 45 seconds behind Spencer and Nick. They're probably watching, like, live TV, and Spencer's, like, basically there. They're gonna be able to recap the whole thing, and then it's like, it happened, it's like, okay. And then he kicks the first attempt, he drills it, and I'm like, oh my God, no shot.
Afterwards, I'm like, there's no way he does it again. This is the fact that he made that first one was because he was pure lucky.
And I said to him, you never know. I mean, he done it once, he can do it again. Dude just drills a 64-yard field goal twice, and that's how you start it. Like, even though it wasn't the last game, but that's how you get this league recognized with eyeballs. Like, that is was absolutely incredible.
And Luke can vouch for me when I say this. I gave the loudest no effing way at least 10 to 15 times.
My jaw just hit the floor. Spencer, you saw that in person. What was your reaction, man?
Dude, my heart just stank. Like, oh man. I was there as a Battlehawks fan, and my heart just, oh. And then I saw they took a timeout, and I'm like, oh, they iced the kicker. Oh, it's gonna be like the double doink. Oh boy. And then he made it the 64-yarder, and it's like, man, and I can't even be mad at that, because it's like, how did he do it? Like,
How are you going to fault a guy for kicking back-to-back 64-yard field goals?
and then
And also, go ahead.
and then I had to put all my faith into a freaking fracking, kickoff attempt.
I mean, with the way those are designed, and it was really interesting, they went to the USFL kickoff rules to encourage more kick returns, because they've been yielding results.
Yeah.
It's shown that, with, and I think it really helps with ball possession too, even though, like, XFL was meant to be more safer. UFL has allowed offenses, instead of driving, 80, 70 yards of the field, to more like 60 and 50, to where it's stuff that they can really manage. And if they get in, they get a field goal, which is, hey, more points.
Right, and I noticed that there were a lot more open lanes for returns in the UFL, another interesting thing about Ford Field is that, do you guys have big boy restaurants at all?
No.
Oh, that's just a Michigan thing, huh? Ah, shit. I mean, oh darn.
You can say damn. Damn in hell is like the only thing we've approved. This is like Disney. Only one F-bomb per video.
I'm pretty sure they can say shit too.
No, that's only South Park.
Yeah, I mean, it gets used so much, though.
Pretty much the only one that I've noticed is off limits is the F-bomb, which I'll...
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, I'll refrain from that. Anyway, two big boys in the, at Ford Field, one on either side, both the home and the visitors. We were on the visitor side, the Battlehawk side of the field, which, interesting fact about that side of the field, the concourse is actually built into an old car factory, so a little bit of a history of Detroit being preserved right there. Although this does bring me to another point about the UFL game that I noticed. Hot take: Ford Field is too big for this UFL game, because
I agree with that.
The attendance was 9,000.
Yeah, it was. It felt like super empty in there. I'm pretty sure the lower bowl was only half filled. None of the end zone seats had anybody in them. Obviously the upper bowl was pretty empty too.
Well, because I figure with these games, your realistic attendance is gonna be about 15,000 people.
Yeah,
at
15 to 20.
most. Like, I think Birmingham's gonna have a great crowd.
St.
Louis is gonna have a fantastic crowd. But everybody else, not really, because Roughnecks, they switched their stadiums. Renegades, I don't think Renegades have quite caught on yet. They're still in their second year, and it's still trying to stabilize itself. And then you have the DC Defenders. I think DC, you can get 17,000 people in there.
Yeah,
easily.
I mean, 17,000,
just
but
be
also
honest.
DC
There's-
looks crowded. DC will always look
Mhm.
crowded because it's a smaller stadium, and also the fans, the atmosphere at the games are amazing.
Oh yeah, Beer Snake Man. DC's home this week, right? Let's
Are
hold.
they?
Let's do it. Let's do a quick.
I will say this, just to give them a little bit respect for the dead. As much as we clowned on Cashman Field, at least it looked like it sold out every time.
Yeah,
Let's be
oh,
honest.
so-
I mean, they'd look better in terms of capacity, but
Yeah, and which is why I've kind of been advocating for there's an 8,000 seat soccer stadium going into Grand Rapids, and I kind of want the Michigan Panthers to move into that when it's done. You know, because it's a
I
bit
sense
more.
bias.
I obviously I'm biased. I live here, and but I just think it would be better for television. It would look fuller and not as empty as Ford Field does.
by the way, I just want to say to answer Luke's question, yes, DC is playing at home this week.
Oh, and they play Sunday. That's a watch along day too. Fun.
All right,
But
Yeah, I
What else?
feel. Yeah, for St. Louis and Battlehawks and Michigan Panthers, good start. Good start to it, but now
Yeah,
we go.
it was a
forward.
good start, and I hope to be at more Sickos live events.
We are. I'm debating on if we do Saturday's game, and because Saturday morning, I'll be up again for it. And then if you guys wanted to do a watch along for the Saturday night, I won't be there for it though. I'll be at work. But if you guys want to do it, go for it.
And for anybody listening out there, we do have. I will be at the NFL draft in Detroit all 3 rounds. So be on the lookout for a guy in a purple Harrison Smith jersey at Campus Martius, bro.
Yeah. So also, as a reminder, we do watch-alongs. Every Sunday is a watch-along.
yeah.
Every Sunday
you
is
can
a
also-
watch-along, so we'll be live for Sundays for UFL, and we're going to be watching along, so stay tuned for that. Now, first game, the first official game, we had the Stallions versus the Renegades, champion versus champion, and the most predictable result happened. I thought there was we watched this game first, right? We're thinking to ourselves, man, there's no way Birmingham's gonna get themselves out of this, right? Matt Corral didn't look good. He looked
The
awful.
thing is with Matt Corral, I felt like he had throws where he knew he was doing, but then other times he was just, not playing up the snuff. So I think all of that just mostly came down to...
And ultimately, when they switched to Adrian Martinez, a guy that was both mobile, very mobile, they moved the ball down the field so well.
True. I think my main issue with the Renegade that game is that they just didn't take advantage of the early opportunities. They really they kind of screw themselves over.
I
in that
saw
aspect.
classic Bob Stupid. Not being able
Renegade.
I know Luis Perez is just, pretty average for somebody in this tier of football, right? But to not, be able to continuously drive the ball reliably, he knows how to make some throws. Even then, he made some bad throws, trying to be the hero. And man, you got to be careful around those Stallion DBs. Those are some studs right there, man.
No pun intended.
I thought if Birmingham gets their quarterback right, if Skip Holtz completely reinvents Matt Corral, what quarterback that really just wants to get to that backup level at the NFL wouldn't mind playing for Skip Holtz for 1 or 2 years? It's incredible. We need coaches like this that can, even if it's not like the right position, like quarterback, or even if it's any position, like if we can get a guy that can be like, can really get like DBs, linebackers, offensive linemen back into the NFL, I think it's a huge benefit for this league. Huge.
Honestly, I know that you said you didn't think it was going to happen, but I think that the guy from the Michigan Panthers, the kicker that made that field goal, he might have a chance to get drafted.
Oh no, he's going to the NFL. He's
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
straight to the NFL.
For sure.
Because that's the thing that this like last year, right? The USFL had a linebacker and a kicker make a 50 make the 53-man roster. Linebacker and kicker USFL. The XFL only had a punter. That doesn't look good for the other leagues, because these leagues are supposed to actually get guys on the 53-man rosters, and I'll give them a huge clap. Sure, I think each league had 10 players make the final practice squad, which is huge congratulations to all players at hand who made the practice squad. Some of them actually got some reps. And we need to see, more of that. But I'm hoping this time around the UFL can get guys other than kickers and punters into the NFL, because that would be really sad.
Yeah, I mean, I will say though, regarding like kickers from this league getting into the NFL, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's very obvious. NFL teams will be watching this, especially after what we saw this past week, because, I mean, let's be real, there are plenty of NFL teams that need kickers right now.
And not to mention, imagine if you're just a team that's pressed up against the salary cap too, right? Like, you're pressed up, you don't have a whole lot of wiggle room. Here's a kicker that you can sign for $125,000.
And, we'd also like to congratulate a meme for coming back, if we don't mind getting on to the Sunday games. Welcome back, Mr. Beast!
Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We did it. We have a Mr. Beast team. I was like, when we were watching the UFL, I was like, man, I just really hope at some point we find that Mr. Beast team. Fast forward, Sunday afternoon. Game starts at noon. It is the Memphis Showboats versus the Houston Roughnecks. Keep in mind, this is the Houston Roughnecks team without Coach Wade Phillips. He's now coaching San Antonio. And now you have the Houston Gamblers coach and team. And if y'all remember, last year, I told them when watching the UFL, it really felt like the Gamblers. It's the same old Gamblers team that I've seen for the past 2 years. They are a team that is just unable to figure it out in the fourth quarter. They can play an incredibly strong first, third, and second quarter. First, second, and third. Once we get into the fourth quarter, they crumble like a graham cracker. They make costly mistakes that give the ball away. And since we already called the Vegas Vipers the Mr. Beast team, I called them the Mr. Bro team. Fast forward to the UFL. Vipers don't make it back, so we don't have a Mr. Beast team. But you know what meme just stayed with the team? The Houston Gamblers, the Roughnecks. Congratulations, you are the Mr. Beast team. Oh my god.
It's so glorious. It's so beautiful, considering that me and Luke were watching this game. We watched this game, live reacted to it, and to sum it up, this game said so much more about the Roughnecks than it ever did about the Showboats. Because good lord, those final missed opportunities for the Roughnecks is certainly something.
The sheer fact that we could be getting, theoretically, currently in theory, the DC Defenders or the St. Louis Battlehawks versus the Houston Roughnecks for this year's Whopper Bowl. Imagine telling me that last year I would have said you're high. The Roughnecks and the Defenders, two of the best teams in the XFL. Now in the UFL, they're playing in the Whopper Bowl.
And I think this. Is
Oh
a good
shit!
time
Sorry, it
for
can't be
Luke
Roughnecks
also-
and DC Defenders. They're playing each other Sunday. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey,
Damn.
hey, what, Luke? Luke, you can't say that.
Sorry. I mean, dang
No,
it.
Put it in the tip
Shit
jar.
is fine. Shit is fine. Shit is fine.
You know what? Going forward, we're allowed to
Biscuits.
say that word. But you know what? Just give to the tip jar anyway, because why not?
Yeah, I'll put it
Yeah.
in the chip jar.
This is our new gimmick. Instead of the weather report, we're gonna have the sickos tip jar.
Oh, dang it.
You know,
Dang
like
it.
that
dang
final
it, dang it.
play where Memphis, punted. They had the punt, and it's like, hey, Houston's probably not going to do anything with this, but never say never. And then immediately after the punt happens, Houston muffs the ball, and it's over.
Bruh.
Yeah. That then I unsheathed my sword, and then I knighted them. Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah, and there was a
Welcome
play in the
back.
game. There was a play in the game where Houston fumbled, and then the next play, Memphis fumbled it right back.
This game is beautiful. This game
Mr.
is just...
Beast!
This game was just beautiful. This game, really, the Showboats and the Roughnecks was such a complete gong show. It was the gift that kept on giving,
It was just crazy.
It was like, I wonder how crazy can this game get? Oh, they snorted a line of crack. I guess this game is going to get absolutely bonkers. Holy smokes. Hats off to this game. I think this might it's in the greatest game tier. It's in like the greatest ha ha funny tier, and cinema. Absolute cinema. The Showboats should have won this 40 to nothing. But even the Showboats, they looked horrible. Case Cookus didn't look that great. I blame receiver talent. But
Yeah, that game really cased my cookus,
and the thing is, I compare this, especially of course we're talking about leagues that are feeders that want to get guys to the NFL. It's the CFL, and I'm really curious, and I want the UFL to explore a 3-down system, because 3 downs in the CFL, you get, say it's 2nd and 7, you have to make the first down, you got to punt it away. It forces the team to throw the ball more. It forces them to make...
No, bad idea.
I'm just saying, right? Because, there's so many teams that are trying to establish the run, right?
Instead of the swear jar, how about we have the bad take jar?
Okay, but that would just be me. So,
Yeah.
Hagen
I
would
don't
win.
think that's fair.
Hagen would have he would fill half of the jar would be filled an hour within.
An hour?
I
Try
would
3
not-
minutes!
3 minutes?
I'm just being kind
know
here. I'm
what?
just
You
trying
know
to be
what?
kind.
You know what? That's it. I'm now officially reinstating the Luke jar, which it'll be every time one of us has a groan-worthy moment when it comes to Luke saying something. That will be filled up within, I think, 2 seconds.
See, I already told you guys, the hot take jar, it just fills up itself. I don't even have to do anything. It just fills
What
up
do you
on
mean?
itself.
What do you mean?
Oh no! Oh.
I'm add back to the tip jar.
Oops.
It's free real estate.
Anyways, so I'm just saying, right? A 3-down system forces teams to try to get a passing game going, because a lot of these teams, right? Even when we go down from 16 to 8, yeah, there's only 1 or 2 teams that can really sky the ball. That's it. like that's kind of my big points here, is to try and get some sort of attraction, to try and get, you know, high score. You can give people golden, like we're talking starting at midfield, but they're just gonna end up putting the ball 50% of the time. So they gotta, and a lot of teams know that they're gonna be pounding the rock first, and then trying, and then if they can establish the run, they're gonna pass the ball. But a lot of them just simply can't do it. So yeah, that's just how. That's just me. Could be a bad take, and I acknowledge it's a terrible take, but something that's a little like a terrible shitty gummy worm. You chew on it and you go, you're right, probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know about bad ideas? This week, I actually had I had a protein shake at work that one of my coworkers brought in. It was salted caramel popcorn flavored, and it was the worst thing I've ever had. You tasted it.
Spencer,
I like caramel,
he
but
said that it
that sounds
tasted like
unappealing.
Grimace.
Yeah, it was like it was you first you got like a taste of like the protein shake and you were like, okay, maybe it's not that bad, and then you instantly get hit with the caramel and it's like, oh no, I'm in on a ride, aren't I? And then finally, you know, as the caramel taste, you know, covers your mouth, you just get like the saltiest, briniest aftertaste possible. And
You want to talk about bad ideas? Bad ideas is when you have a dry mouth and you think to yourself, you know what I should eat? A Popeye's biscuit.
Ooh.
How about you tell us that story real quick, Nick?
I have no story about that. The only joke that could be made about it is I don't know, having a Popeye's biscuit when you have a dry mouth and using a dehydration gun to put yourself away. Because I can't unhear
Oh my
dehydration gun after watching the Shafrillis Megamind video.
Oh my god, yeah, I listened to that at work, man.
Use the dehydration gun.
Oh man, they completely destroyed our childhood. I know he says don't insult the writers, but they literally wrote this. They could have really none of them watched the first movie.
Fun fact about the original Megamind. Did you know that it actually takes place in Traverse City, Michigan?
No, it has no specific place last I
It is
remember.
Metrocity. It is Metrocity.
Which according to one of the opening scenes is located
Based off in Metrocity.
Which is located around Traverse City, Michigan.
The only Michigan Megamind thing I know is about that poster that stood up at like that movie theater for like 14 years until it got taken down right before the new series came out, which in hindsight was the right move.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to take. You don't.
I love how your
legacy.
voice is shaking like you're like one. You're like 10 seconds away from totally blowing up.
They
Yeah, the
destroyed my
dehydration gun is rent through my
childhood.
head now.
Use the freaking dehydration gun.
Like I can freaking hear the Chris Benoit music from here.
Yeah, no, I
Wow.
hear. Yeah. I just
We
at
want
the
to talk
end.
about Defenders versus Brahmas. Do we want to talk about that?
Yes, we're about to transition. Thank you. We're about to transition to Defenders versus Brahmas, aka Jordan Teamu dropped the ball. Big time. They couldn't. They got rocked, and we all underestimated the San Antonio Brahmas.
Speaking of rocked, I'm very disappointed that Dwayne Johnson didn't show up. SMH.
He was at the Arlington game,
True.
and I don't think he might have been at San Antonio. So, yeah. I got spam also for pick'ems. Fuck!
Oh, there he goes!
I mean,
I think
Dang it.
I think maybe we drop the PG-13 thing at some point
No,
because
we
this
gotta.
clearly is not working.
Here's my thing. Hold
No,
on, hold
no,
on.
no,
Let me
no,
say
no,
something.
no.
Let me say this. I think there is a rule to be enforced in terms of how much you can do it. My thing is, I'm like, okay, you know what? My thing is, personally, I'm fine with still swearing, but like, let's not, do it every sentence, we drop an F-bomb. Like, I'm not trying to do that, okay? I'm trying to, like, tone it down. Like, if I'm gonna say an F-bomb in this show, I'm gonna say it because I feel that, and I feel it adds to the discussion of what's being presented here, because if I'm angry, yeah, that's a good time to drop an F-bomb.
Yeah,
But it
because
will
you're
hit
pissed.
differently. Yeah, because I'm pissed. Anyways, however, I think that's just something to consider regarding this. However, regarding Defenders versus Brahmas, because I did see half of this game, I saw the second half. I knew the Brahmas were going to have a strong defense because their defense was great last season, and adding Wade Phillips was obviously only going to make that even better, but their offense did really good. I'll admit it. Their offense did really good. Chase Garbers, honestly, you can make the argument Chase Garbers may have been like the best quarterback in. He may have looked the best of any quarterback in the UFL this weekend. He looked really good. And Jordan Tayamu, yeah, he had no chemistry with his receivers.
None.
It was not there.
Yeah.
Like, he was missing easy throws. It felt like plays that the defenders were, making last season weren't being made. And obviously, I know not having Abram Smith is going to be a massive loss, but I think the play that stands out to me is when the defenders, Tayamu went down. He came back into the game, and he immediately nearly throws a pick six. It gets picked off and run all the way back to like the 5-yard line, which, yeah, that was kind of the moment we kind of knew the defenders were not winning this game.
Yeah, it's. Man, he looks so off. He looks so off. I was like, "There's no way this is Jordan Teamu." Like, this guy is efficient, can drive the ball down the field, but like, it felt like he could have done everything on this planet, and they still would have lost. And a part of it too is I really think we really gave San Antonio the short end of the stick. We forgot who's coaching this team. Wade Phillips. Wade Phillips is an incredible defensive coach that can dial up blitzes, that can really put a stop to what a quarterback is really comfortable doing.
Man, I love when a coach dials up blitzes. I barely have the energy to dial up for some pizza. Or cha-cha-cha-cha.
That's what really impressed me. Not to mention Gabers. We heard nothing of them, and that's what I love. Another guy who's really unknown that really stepped up and really delivered for San Antonio. Don't underestimate them. Even though it could be a week one overreaction, but man, I really gave the San Antonio Brahmas the short end. They really are better than we give them credit for.
Big question for San Antonio all this time was how's their offense going to be, because if they had a competent offense last season, they would have made the playoffs. Or, XFL, playoffs.
Their division was, they could have, because that division was just, it was DC and then a bunch of guppies.
Like, that offense was atrocious to watch.
We saw so many Brahmas games with Jack Cohn, and he was just not good.
I mean, Exhibit A, the Orlando Guardians. Oof.
The Orlando Guardians, they were noticeably getting better every week, and they actually beat DC. They were the only team that beat the 9-1 Defenders out of everybody. But so it was nice to see, as bad as DC was, it was nice to see that it looked like the DC Guardians were improving week to week. And I was hoping to see you too, but oh well, it happens. But all I gotta say is, man, really underestimated the Brahmas. That's something I will not do again. I forgot how good of a coach Wade Phillips is.
I'm
Really
pretty sure
good
Wade
coach.
Phillips was the defensive coordinator when Sean McVay was just getting his start in the NFL.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Hey, I remembered something neat.
So yeah,
Why'd you have to put it in all caps?
because I'm copy and pasting it.
Why are you yelling?
Because I'm copying and pasting. It's copy paste on the site. Why does the site have it all in caps lock?
Why are they yelling?
Because it's the UFL. You should be excited.
That's how I picture like every grandma who uses caps lock. Like they're just yelling at you because they're hard of hearing. Like, you going, sweetie?
They're just in all caps because we don't know how to work technology.
All right.
Hey, I had to post it.
The site was in all caps. I'm lazy. I'm lazy.
All right, grandma, let's get you to bed.
Anyways, anybody have anything else they want to add about the Brahmas versus the Defenders?
Actually, I forgot to add something about. The Mr. Beast team. For all their Mr. Beastiness, you gotta admire their front seven. Reuben Foster, former Niner, got an interception.
Oh, he's hurt.
He's hurt. So
Fuck
So you know
Reuben
what?
Foster, by the way.
yeah, he's an abusive POS. So probably karma. Anyways, Mr. Beast. Alright, yeah,
I did want to say this real quick. That trick touchdown, chef's kiss.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh, dude. The fact that was the punter threw a beautiful ball deep to a defensive lineman. He caught it and jumped into the back of the end zone. It is so good.
Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
That was truly fantastic. And I can't wait to see what week 2 has in store.
You know what else is truly fantastic?
Our pick'ems.
I was gonna say our lovely sponsor at Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. Anyways, so Spencer, you sent me your pick'ems. I'm gonna ask you a question, and you're gonna say,
what's up?
You're gonna just answer true or false. 3 other people had the exact same picks you did.
True?
Yep. Can you name those 3?
Nickman, Aiden, Ozza.
No, you're 1 for 3. It's me and Tegan and Nick.
Oh, figures.
Yeah, so we all cursed the Battlehawks.
The true funnies of the podcast. No offense to Ozza and Aiden.
Whenever we all pick the same team, it just doesn't happen. So, start off week 2, we got the San Antonio Brahmas versus the DC Defenders. I got it. I gotta go. I'm going to sheepishly trust Beer Snake superiority.
Yep, I believe in Beer Snake supremacy.
Wait,
I
hold
think
on. I'm double
this
checking.
fluke was a fluke.
Sorry, Showboats versus Memphis. Sorry, it's Memphis. It's versus Memphis. San Antonio versus Memphis. Sorry.
Yes, Brahmas versus Showboats.
Sorry, my bad.
Give me the.
I'll take the Showboats.
I'm gonna take the Brahmas because I want to see the Showboats take on a team that isn't the Mr. Beast team.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because if I'm being honest, even though the Showboats defense played as well as they needed to, I was not impressed by the Showboats last week. It was definitely a bigger representation of how awful Houston looked. Granted, I can obviously see them proving me wrong. However, after what I saw last week and given who's coaching, I'm going to Brahmas.
I'm going Brahmas too. Like, I'm sorry. Memphis only won because they faced Mr. Beast. And the Brahmas, as y'all mentioned, y'all shouldn't be sleeping in them no more. They got Wade Phillips, so easily Brahmas.
Tegan, whom shall you take?
You know,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I know the Brahmas are going to win, but I want to pick the Showboats, man. I'm gonna go the Brahmas.
Fair enough. All right, Arlington versus the Battlehawks. Classic division rivalry from the XFL.
Give me the Battlehawks, not that they're
Actually,
home.
shoot, they're not Battlehawks. Right, sorry, it wasn't a division rivalry. Arlington was in the other division. Right.
Right, Arlington was in the South.
Right, that's right.
That's how they got in, and
Yeah.
and the Battlehawks didn't grumble.
Hey, all you had to do was score more points.
Shut the front door, bub. And more importantly, take the doorknob and shove it up your ass.
Okay. St. Louis.
My turn for this.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go with Renegades and the Battlehawks. I'll be real. I expect this to be an even game, but you know what? Personally, I'll go Battlehawks because I like them more than the Renegades. Because why not use that for this?
Are we all gonna curse
Yeah.
the Battlehawks again?
You know, and you know what? Fair warning going forward, I'm always gonna give it up for the Battlehawks because, you know, my boy Jakey. I can't say no to my boy Jakey.
Fair.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Caw is the law. That's my pick.
Very nice.
That's
Tegan.
it.
And yes, it's Caw is the law, not
Wait,
Ka-chaw or
Luke, I
whatever
thought
the
you were
heck you
next.
say.
I said St. Louis. I said St.
Wow.
Louis. I said St. Louis.
Yeah, he says
So
ka-chow,
everyone's picked St. Louis. Well, gee, I wonder what puts me into a pickle. Do I get the choice that everyone gets angry at and says very mean things to me, or do I go with the sheeple and make things very uninteresting?
No, it's not
Come on.
sheeple. It's do you curse the Battlehawks?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
you
do
have
I curse the
jinxing powers
Battlehawks?
here.
Oh.
Do
Okay,
you
I'll pick the
curse the
Battlehawks.
Battlehawks, or do you
Dude,
get roasted?
Wait. Frick St. Louis.
I see the Battlehawks.
He's choosing to piss people off so he can jinx them.
Exactly.
Wait, why do you hate St. Louis?
Cardinals. Rams.
Oh,
Fair enough. But if Azza made the mystery pick, if he picks St. Louis, we've cursed the Battlehawks for the second week in a row. All right, Birmingham versus Michigan. Birmingham. Not even close.
you know what? Give me Michigan. I really liked what I saw with their Michigan, with their pass rush, and you know.
Spencer, you could have done the funny. We all could have made the same picks.
I'm sorry, but I gotta go with you know, what I saw, and I think you know, Birmingham's quarterback is gonna have an issue if he with this defense. You know, they're looking quite sharp.
They are a scrappy bunch.
It is fair or tight to have. However, I am going Birmingham.
Ham.
Who are you picking? Who do you got, buddy?
All I gotta say is, Stallions country. Let's ride.
Tegan, who are you taking?
Birmingham.
All right, and the last game of the week, Roughnecks versus Defenders. Defenders.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yep. Easiest defenders of my life.
Mm-hmm.
You're not losing in front of the beer snake, and if you do, then something is very wrong with this.
Uh-oh.
And
script.
also,
You
it's
need to
the
go
Mr.
defenders.
Beast team, bro.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, as I said, something would be very wrong with this.
Uh-oh, we cursed. Are we gonna curse Bellhawks and DC?
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's curse the
Hey,
defender.
first, tip jar.
Uh-oh.
Shut up, you frickin' fucking nerd!
Tip jar again! Do you not understand? Are you
Add
going
that to your clip compilation.
You know what?
Wow.
I'm okay with keeping this rule
jar.
because the tip jar jokes are literally funny.
All I can say is we better not invite John Tortorella to the podcast.
Tegan, who are you
Yeah, we
taking?
better. Oh,
The tip jar
No.
is purely it's purely aesthetical.
It's a social construct.
Yeah.
No.
Jar-
Like the nerd bot, the tip jar is real. Quit
And I'm
acting
gonna
like
give
it
it a
doesn't
fucking
exist.
wedgie.
Tip jar.
I'm gonna tip your jar, ass.
Hey, don't say that about the tip jar. What did it do to you?
It pay for my consequences. The worst crime.
Look, I'm just saying, if you don't stop, you know, the tip jar is gonna help you someday. You know, when you're in the hospital dying of stage 3 Marby's cancer, the tip jar is going to come in and he's gonna save your life. Shut up!
Tip
Shut
jar
up! Shut up!
fucked my wife. The
Oh
tip
my
jar.
god! You gotta another thing to the tip jar, Spencer. If you're as active in the tip jar as you win in picking the right picks, you might win this year.
Tegan, you really can't talk crap. You, me, and Nick are tied for 1. We are tied, and Aiden are tied for last. So
You want to know something? My original joke, and I was going to do this for the rest of the series, was to just copy someone's pick 1 episode. But now you guys forced me into a hand where I have to pick the lame option of picking the Mr. Beast team. The Mr. Beast team will make you learn wrong. No one insults the tip jar. And if you're going to insult the tip jar, you're going to insult me. So I change all my picks.
You come?
I come changing my pick.
No,
I'm
it
not
doesn't
cursing
work.
the Battlehawks anymore. I am picking the Dallas Renegade.
Arlington Renegade.
And I will also be choosing the Mr. Beast team. So please insult the tip jar as you will. His might and my might will be unstoppable next week.
Dang it, we could have really cursed
better
the
clip all of
Defenders.
My ass.
Well, anyways,
we're adding
Asa
that
just
we-
gave me, he
what
just
do
gave
the
me the
judges
picks.
say? Axe is not added to the tip jar. Okay.
Okay, well, anyways, currently in the leaderboard, in last place, is the 5 of us, and in first
By the way,
place
Ozzy
is...
made his picks
Yeah, no, I got
in the
them.
message.
So, also this year for Pick'ems, I figured out just a way just to make it easier, so I'll have an accurate count every single week of how I'm doing it now. I will have an accurate number. I just want, I don't want to know your record, but I'll have your number. Actually, I might have your record too.
My number is 867-5309. Don't forget it.
Crap, he didn't give us this area code. Dang it.
You already know I fuck with the 616, bro.
Tip jar again. Can you respect the tip jar? Come on, dude.
I respect the tip jar as
No,
much
you
as I
don't.
respected
No,
the
you
nerd
don't.
bot.
You already said the F word. The tip jar gets very sensitive when you guys say the F word. It gets really, really sad. Are you
Actually,
gonna
I
get
actually
your-
am tempted to call Spencer's number from my cell phone.
You know what? The tip jar
That's
says you
actually
should
my
call
number.
Spencer.
It's you know what? Fuck. Forget about
Oh
it.
my god!
I'm gonna.
Again. Add it to the tip jar.
Spencer,
I said forget about it.
He said forget
No,
about it.
you
He said forget
didn't.
about it. He said
you
forget.
did not. You did not. You did not.
The tip jar doesn't forget. Pepper
There's my
forget.
number. If you want to call it by any means.
Oh shoot! He's gonna know my number. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna actually. I'm genuinely gonna do it. I swear to God, if this isn't your number, I'm gonna feel so betrayed.
Spencer, go on mute right now. Go on mute right now. And
Okay,
pick up the
muting.
phone.
Okay. Ain't no way.
Your call is completed. Long distance charges may apply.
Holy crap! It actually worked.
Damn!
Did you really do that? Did you? Oh my god!
That's insane. Holy smokes. Anyways, cool.
Yeah,
Good
and
talk. You
dox
now know my
myself.
number.
Probably dox myself.
You live in the Bay Area. It's impossible to dox you because
Okay.
in order to dox you, you would have to want to go to the Bay Area.
That is true.
I mean, you'd have to survive the drivers.
Oh my goodness, what the fudge is this? This? Okay.
Good. The tip jar respects you. You are awarded a take
It was real,
token.
chat. It was real.
You will now be rewarded with Tegan tokens.
Hello?
You're here.
Hi, Aiden.
Oh,
He knows my number. Cool.
it was real, chat. It was real.
He
I'm
does.
sending you a message to your number, Spencer. I'm sending you a message to your number.
That was amazing.
Oh my good. Okay, well now that create new contact. Spencer. Done.
Wait, guys, one moment. I'm actually getting a call real quick. So let me just go on mute real quick.
I swear to God, bro.
I'm scared.
That was legend.
That was funny.
Oh shit, I'm getting a call. Hang on, guys. Hello, you've reached Sicko Car Sausage. Can I take your order, please?
Oh, I'm not hearing anything.
What you...
I'm not hearing anything.
Hello, y'all.
Yeah, well, I got your number, so, poop, butt, and also, freckle. Yeah, freckle, buddy.
I literally sent the technical difficulties image to that message, to the number of that message.
Yeah, now I
Oh
can
my
text you stuff like,
God.
joke's on you! I have all your contact information!
Oh,
No.
oh wait, hold up. That's only 9 digits. Hold up, that is 9 digits.
Oh, okay. Hang on. This person really wants to talk to you guys.
If you don't respect the tip jar. And if you don't respect it, it's going to find where you live. It already has your phone number. And if you don't worry about it and start watching your language, the tip jar can do far much work. This is your warning, tip jar God. If you're going to say such vulgar words,
Oh, you mean like penis?
you will not last the winter.
Oh, wait. Can you say the word
Wrong.
backers?
Mandela catalog moment.
Paprika! Oh wait, that's not a swear, that's a spice.
I love how
Macbeth.
he's sounding like a bot. I love how he's sounding like a literal robot while talking.
That is
Apparently my
perfect.
car's extended warranty is in trouble or something. I don't know. I'm not a.
Oh.
Hey, Tegan, does a tip jar accept the word Macbeth?
But yeah, I'm gonna. Let's see. Add people. Add to contact.
Yeah.
Hey, can you swear? Can you swear in multiple languages? Because I can curse in other languages too.
Anyways, now that we're all gonna go dox each other in the group chat. Anyways, if you enjoyed this, leave a like. Let us know. We will be back for watch-alongs for all the Sunday games and maybe the Saturday night if the other fellas are up to it. If not, I shall see everybody this Sunday, 9 a.m. West Coast time. Ugh, again. Why can't it be 10? I guess. I'll be fine. We'll be fine, right? We'll be fine. We'll see you guys Sundays. And until then, this has been me. Make sure you don't do drugs. You do green tea instead.
I just realized I was muted that entire time. Oh my god. I was going to say to answer your question, Aiden, it does know all the languages, even the ones that aren't made yet.
Oh shoot.
So even if I go over
Add that
Tegan,
to the tip jar.
understand the word perkele? Perkele?
Also too, I'm not sure about me and Nick being able to make it this week because WrestleMania is on. So
Yeah, worth noting.
At 9
I think
a.m.?
it's- No, actually, I think we should be good though. I do think we should be good in terms of the games because they are before WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's
Wait a second.
no. One game's at 6 o'clock. One game is at 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's Saturday. Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's a
Wait
two-night
a
event.
second. We do have the Sickos channel, so maybe you could do a watch along for WrestleMania on that channel, huh?
I'm probably gonna watch it with my stepfather. Plus, that would mean that Nick would have to stream on OBS. And
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bad.
Yeah.
You're bad. You're gonna call this just you're bad? You know what? The tip jar was right to judge you. You will not last the winter.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? I know that Jesus loves me, and that I will see the light of heaven. Can you say the same?
No, he's gonna see
Itchy
his
ass
heaven
question.
will be frolicking with Marbies.
I will.
Be bad.
I will train the tip jar to take Marbies as a swear if you do not stop that joke.
Marbies! I'm.
Pico Materino.
You know what? The price of the tip jar is worth
Thank
every
God.
penny of pissing you off, Tegan. You know that?
Alright, well, I hope you don't have long distance charges, Nick.
Let me think of more foreign swear words. Oh my.
Oh, who's calling who now?
Sunday.
I'm gonna feel very sad. Oh, I don't think he's gonna answer.
Hold on.
Cazzo.
Give me a bit. Give me a little bit with this.
Dang it. It didn't work.
I'll try this. Hold on.
It didn't work. It didn't work. Dang it.
No, I just hit the coin.
This is actually your number though, right?
What the heck is going on now? I feel like we just
You're-
lost brain cells.
We are.
You're doing tomfoolery. That's
Yeah.
what's happening.
We know we're getting to know each other on a deeper level, bro.
On a cell phone basis. All right. Well, this is it for us today. We're gonna go dox each other now, and I'll see you guys.
You've already
next-
said we're gonna dox each other.
I know.
You need
Remember,
to change it up.
Yeah, thank you for listening to the Untitled Sickos Project. We're gonna have a lot more content on the dedicated channel. Thumbnails and graphics are provided by Tegan and myself, and make sure you kiss a boy today.
Oh
Good
my
night.
god. No. Remember to Tegan is Bears fan, Karsarch is Spencer, Nick Man is Nick, Mastora is Luke, and Aiden is Aiden. And Ozza is Ozza.
Oh yeah. Also, I'm going to be working on a project too for myself. I'm going to be forcing my fiance to do a Pokemon Red Hardcore Nuzlocke. We're going to do hardcore Nuzlocks of major main series Pokemon games to answer an age-old question: are Pokemon games getting easier, or do Pokemon games just need to get good?
See, that's how you turn your fiance into just a friend.
Shut the fuck up. She's actually down to do it, which actually surprised me because I was gonna get Strike Spencer to do it.
You mean Aiden would have been a better choice?
No. I want people who have never played a Pokemon game before. Who haven't touched a game before. Caitlin's beaten
I can't
one.
do it. I played Pokemon Pinball as a kid, so I'm out.
No, you did. It's not a main series game. You are ripe for the taking. But no, it's gonna be Caitlin. I've asked if she wanted to do it, and it has piqued her interest. So once we get the stuff for it, we're gonna start doing it once a week for 2 hours. And yeah, I'm excited to do it because we're gonna see if she can get good or if it's gonna take 100 times to do it. But is she gonna do it at the end of the day? Gen 1's very interesting mechanically wise, so we'll see what we can do. Anyways, that will go for us today. We'll see you for the watch along on Saturday, and take care, everybody, and have yourself a great weekend. Peace.
Mm-hmm.